Jeff Hester of Arizona State University knows that stars evolve from clouds of gas and dust. He hopes to learn how these clouds give life to stars. Astronomers suspect that the Eagle Nebula in the constellation of Serpens might provide clues, but even the most powerful Earth-bound telescopes couldn't get a clear view. Hester aims Hubble Space Telescope toward the Eagle Nebula. As he downloads his images from Hubble, Hester can hardly believe his eyes. This is Hubble's first picture of the Eagle Nebula, some 6,500 light-years away. It shows 3 gigantic pillars made of gas and dust. The tower on the left is about 4 light-years tall.
What gives them their shape is the fact that fairly nearby there are some very, very massive, very luminous, very hot stars that are dumping out huge amounts of ultraviolet radiation. And it's sculpting the surroundings.
These celestial pillars have never been revealed in such stunning detail. For the first time, scientists see that each pillar is dotted with small clumps of gas. Could such clumps be a missing link in the birth of stars? Hester calls the clumps evaporating gaseous globules, eggs for short. The image reveals that forming inside some of the eggs are embryonic stars.
What we're looking at is a snapshot of a very dynamic process, a snapshot of something that's changing. As part of that change, next generation of stars is emerging. This one, for example, you can see the little red dot in there, which actually is the star. And that one is an especially nice one. The star at the tip of the egg is actually pronounced.
In the photograph, the eggs appear small, but our entire solar system could fit comfortably inside each one. These hot clumps of gas are the first stage of the formation of a star, and the towers where they hang are rightfully called the pillars of creation. Hubble's image of the Eagle Nebula shows us an early stage in the creation of stars.
It really is the case that if you could go back 4.5 billion years ago and look at the formation of the sun and the solar system, that it would be that kind of an environment that you would find us in.
Hubble shows us the genesis of a new solar system and answers an age-old question of how our own star, the sun, and our Earth came into existence. Every star is carefully balanced between the inward pull of its gravity and the outward pressure of the heat it generates from nuclear fusion. When it runs out of fuel, the pressure needed for balance is gone. Gravity now reigns supreme. The star caves in and explodes. The full fury of a supernova destroys the star and everything around it. One such giant star has already exploded in our own galaxy. Hubble Space Telescope recorded the aftermath.
The Crab Nebula is the expanding wreckage from a supernova that occurred in the year 1054. The explosion of the supernova was recorded by Chinese astronomers, so we know exactly when the explosion was.
The expanding debris from this 1,000-year-old supernova is still moving into space at over 3 million miles per hour. But the image is more than just a snapshot of ancient history. For scientists, the interconnected web-like filaments offer a clue as to the nature of life itself. The basic elements needed to create life are formed in the heart of stars. When stars explode, these fundamental elements are scattered throughout the universe, seeding distant nebula clouds, which give birth to new planets and new life.
Scientists use it, but the public have more access to the pictures that were brought down from this telescope than ever before. And so it revolutionized astronomy as far as the public was concerned. If you wake up somebody out of bed, a random citizen in this country, and say, name a telescope, they're going to name Hubble.
Hubble is about discovery. Hubble is about what's new. Going into the future, I hope that we find some way to maintain that capability, because the instant it goes away, we're blind.
It has circled the Earth thousands of times, taking the human mind to the beginning and the end of time, beyond our own ability to wonder at the world.